Hello and welcome to
Two
Filthy
nerds,
because we're filthy
and we're nerds.
and there's two of us.
Well, technically, there's probably a lot more.
Right.
With your personalities and my personalities,
And the ghosts haunting all of us.
it's a shame more people don't find personalities attractive because we would have been wifed up a long time ago.
Oh yeah, I've got such a big, jiggly, luscious teenage personality.
I gotta tell you guys, I've motorboated her personality before, and it is supple.
I mean, yeah, no, if think of a hot woman, and that is just our personalities.
You know what I thought of the other day when I was driving? I saw the street name Sepulveda.
Yes.
And when I first moved here, I called it Sepulveda.
That's so funny. I probably said Sepulveda. Wow.
And then I was like, that sounds like Spanish for a soft vagina.
Oh, yeah, it kind of does. If you didn't know Spanish and you just had to assume.
Mm-hmm.
Cahuenga.
I remember when I moved here, I was like, I'm going to learn Spanish. No, never happened.
I can't believe I took French and Italian in anticipation of the future of my life. And
oh, you thought those were going to translate?
I took a bunch of French, and then I was like, oh, what a ridiculous thing. When will I even really use French? And then I got to college, and they were like, you need a language credit. And I was like, I'll take Italian.
Oh, well, I know someone who took Yiddish in college.
I mean, if you want to talk about...
Truly useless.
I mean, I guess maybe if you're going to move to...
Jersey?
Yeah, where are the bubbies? I don't know.
Northern Jersey.
If you're starting a nonprofit...
Cherry Hill, New Jersey.
Cherry Hill, New Jersey, Center for Boca.
Boca, actually. If you're going to move to Boca or Palm Beach.
And you want to blend in among the locals, I'm just like the rest of you.
Shalom! That's Hebrew. Zygazant, that is Yiddish.
Oy vey! What's that? Is that just a sound?
That's Yiddish. Oy vey is Yiddish.
Wait, so
is that just a sound? That's just a sound Jews conjured up?
Yeah, just like,
we're like, how can we express how we feel? Like,
yeah, I mean, yeah.
And there was some guy, his name was like
Shlomo
Verbanowitz, and they're like, vey,
oy vey. Yeah, I don't know. I was like, is that what, when a Jewish person stubs their toe, is that just the organic sound that comes out?
Ugh. That's
not really what I thought, but it crossed my mind.
You know, as a half Jew, you're perfectly
a who.
That's really cute, especially since you love owls.
Hoot hoot.
Anyways, guys, it has been a fucking circus of a week here in Los Angeles.
Dear God, in the comedy world specifically.
Men are dropping like flies.
Dropping like dirty birdie flies. Are they dropping, or are they just being held accountable for
Good point.
What they may have done?
You know, here's you want to know what I think?
Yes, Nicole, I would love to know what you think.
Here's what I think. Crystalia, I actually don't think he might have been with someone underage, but I don't think he knowingly would have done that because I think he's way too calculated of a person to fuck with his career.
Yes.
But I do think he has predatory behavior.
Oh, I mean, yeah, if you look at those text messages, It's like either way.
You're a fucking creep.
Not cool. And it's a little sad because this person who, I wasn't super close with him, but you think you kind of have a read on someone. He was always really friendly to me, which I know that's the case with many people who are like that. You don't know if you're not the victim. It's shocking. And it's like,
super shocking.
I genuinely hope, because even if what you're saying is the case and he was not knowingly pursuing underage people,
he was definitely watching the clock and waiting for a few of them to turn 18. That's for sure.
I mean, it's also just creepy, and you have to look at, like, the best we can do is hope that he genuinely looks at himself, and any work he's doing on himself isn't some sort of apologetic, like performative bullshit.
Yeah.
Because it's like, what leads someone to behave in that way?
Yeah.
Like, here's the thing. I understand that a lot of men pursue positions of power because women like power.
Yeah.
There is this, in theory, gray area of, not with him, I'm being general, of in what what am I trying to say? How much is a man manipulating someone with his power versus he worked to get in power because he knew women would find that attractive?
And women willingly go to that because they are attracted to powerful people.
That being said, if you are a man who has a lot of power, and let me be clear, there are none of them listening to this.
Mm-mm. Except our patrons, who we love.
Like, what are you doing going after women with a lot of power? You have fucking power. A woman will come to you.
Yeah, you don't need to flex too hard.
Like, relax. You have money, you have power. You don't need to DM everyone who says hi to you.
That's crazy. I mean, I have enough trouble keeping track of conversations with my friends.
I mean, yeah. And it's like,
he saves them in his phone based on the city they're in. So whenever he goes back to that city, he hits people up.
what?
Yeah.
That's a thing?
Mhm.
How do you know that? How does he
It
know
was
what
in
city?
I think it was an LA Times article or something like that. I read that somewhere.
And that so he's just, that's so funny. I save comedians in my phone with their city.
Mm-hmm, me too.
So that when I'm in their city, I make sure I say hi to them. I'll type in Denver and then, make sure I see this person because I'm a fucking space cadet.
I do that because I'm like, oh, when I'm in town, like, I not only might I want to see them, but like maybe they know of a cool show I can jump on. Maybe they know of a mic. You know, maybe I should start saving dudes because I can just hop on that dick. Should we be flexing? I mean, we're not famous.
I mean, first of all, we don't have to be famous. We're women. All you have to do is text a guy and be like, I want to fuck.
Mm-hmm.
And they'll fuck because men are like, oh.
Should I share my story?
No.
My 2010 story?
No.
Anyways, I had a funny story, but I'm not going to share it.
You can.
No.
It doesn't matter.
No.
It's
if you don't think I should, I'm not. Now you guys want to know. Well, in 2010,
you should just come to our
sleep with an attractive
Patreon.
Man, and he said no.
No, you didn't, as far as I'm concerned. Because I know who you're talking about. And frankly, I don't find him attractive, and I don't understand. Like, here's the thing about so many comedians, people are like, he's hot. It's like, how fucking ugly are all of us? That the pinnacle of attractive is so often someone who's like, okay.
He's tall.
They're fine. He's taller than the other ones. Like,
dude, tall does it for me.
I mean,
good shoulders and tall with a thick ass. Yeah.
I mean, who am I to say anything? The people I find attractive, other people probably don't always.
I've seen some of the people you've slept with, and
I have a wide variety.
You
quite literally.
You do not have a type.
It's an energy. Or
it's a personality. It's our connection.
Or on a few occasions, I was in a very dark place.
Well, let's get back to the state of the world.
Men being the thing is that,
first of all, guys, why do you find an 18-year-old attractive?
There has got to be some sort of like men. I dated a guy who was 6 years younger than me, and we were both, he was like well into his 20s.
Yeah.
And I was at the end of my 20s.
Not by much, though.
And I'm creeped out about that. Like, I'm like, I mean, did I even want a boyfriend or did I want a baby? Like, it's creepy. What are you doing if you are 10, 15, 20 years older than a girl?
What do you talk about? Like, honestly, what's your conversation? If you're not fucking, having a relationship, what are you talking about? When I was 22, I dated a guy who was 38, and we worked together. So we could talk about that.
And that's it.
When we no longer worked together, all we had in common was like, oh, you have parents, I have parents, you have friends, I have friends. Oh, you like food, I like food.
Yeah, you're like not connecting on anything.
It was just very basic things we were connecting on. Like, what are you truly, I don't know. I look at it as like, I like to date someone who's in the same age range as me because we have the same soundtrack to our life. So I could be like, hey, remember when we were in middle school and, you know, this album came out and it's like
One Direction.
Yeah.
I remember.
Yeah. I'm not even gonna say what mine was because it'll date me immediately, but it's like,
It's just nice to have someone date you, you know?
yeah. Finally have a date. It's a shelf life. It expired.
Well, and here's the thing, especially like, and maybe it's a testament to the specific, and I know this doesn't just apply, like this is not just a thing that comedians do. It's a thing that men in other fields do. And a lot of it is, I'll say this, and I don't want to be in defense of men, but a lot of it is the system. When men make a joke about being creepy and other men laugh, it's because we live in a system where that is the norm and they can laugh at it. Does that make it okay? No, but it goes deeper than going, you shouldn't say that. It's like, well, we also shouldn't be in a world where that would even be a thing you would think was funny, but we are, and you're making observations based on that world. So I don't know what to fucking say about people who go too far with a joke. Like that's fine.
Speaking of the system, and the system of sexism, one thing that you and I strongly agree on, is, you know, there have been a lot of people who've been criticizing the Comedy Store. And, you know, for those of you who don't know, Jessica, Michelle, and I are paid regulars at the Comedy Store. Our names are on the wall. We take a lot of pride in it.
Yeah, we worked really hard.
Really fucking hard. Really, I mean, we made so many sacrifices in our lives.
I put all of my eggs in a stand-up comedy basket.
And she won. And
which led to that.
Yeah, same. So
like, all I did, blinders on.
There are people who are saying, oh, well, you know, any woman who's at the Comedy Store had to suck or fuck her way there. Like, if you're on any of the stages at the Comedy Store and you're a woman.
No. We
First
all
of all,
got on that stage by being funny.
And also, don't criticize women for fucking men ever so they can get somewhere. That's a system men created, okay?
Yeah.
That's something you guys put into fucking place, all right? And if there's women out there who still subscribe to that system and feel like that's their only option to get ahead, that's on you fucking guys to undo. Don't make it our fault. Well, she should know better. You should know better. You created the fucking system. You made it, you unmake it. And also, don't assume
that because a woman fucking has something, she had to fuck someone. That is, by the way, just as misogynistic as being the guy who's like, oh, fucking, you can have a spot if you blow me. Like, you are just as bad as genuinely being that person. I'm not even talking about someone making a joke about that or making light of it. Like, fuck you for thinking that any woman who has, especially if you're a woman, especially if a woman has something you don't have and that your only logic is to go, oh, she must have fucked somebody for that.
Maybe you weren't funny, bitch.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, no, sometimes women are successful. And also, maybe somebody is really fucking hot. That doesn't mean they're not funny. That doesn't mean they didn't work hard. And also, because I made a statement about this on Twitter, and then someone who, why am I even responding to this? They literally had one follower, but they literally responded to me yelling at a girl who implied that women at the store or in comedy who made it had to fuck for it. They're like, but it does seem pretty strange that, you know, everyone who's successful is hypersexual and pretty, right? It's, first of all, that's not true.
That's like, you're the person who says that she got raped because she was wearing a short skirt.
Yeah. Also, sex sells. Yeah, people like dirty jokes. So there are a lot of female comedians who are successful. Not all of them, by the way. There's plenty who don't talk about sex. No one's like, oh, Roseanne, that hypersexual. Oh my God, Jackie Cation just can't stop talking about squirting.
Chelsea Peretti.
Like, all they do is
she is the biggest cum guzzler ever.
No. And also, if you go, it's pretty strange that they're all pretty. Have you been to Hollywood, you dumb fuck? No, like it or not, people pick the pretty people. It's also, there have been psychological studies done that we trust and
listen to
elevate people who are physically attractive with asymmetrical faces. That's not, someone being hot doesn't mean they're fucking anyone. As a matter of fact, if you're a hot woman, you can probably get a lot more without fucking somebody because men
just want to have you around because you're hot.
Yeah, and also, men will give you things if they think you might show them a nipple, like, or if you just give them a little attention.
Or might hug them for 2 seconds too long.
And that's not a woman's fault.
Yeah.
And I say, if a man's giving you a spot because he's like, I just like to look at her, fuck it, show up. Let him like to look at you, and then go on stage and drop your big old comedy tits on the table and blow everybody out of the water.
Speaking of big old comedy tits, a few years ago, I'm not going to say her name because I don't know if she would like me sharing the story, but a comedian who has very, very, very large breasts. She said to me, she's like, I have a really big meeting with this, production company. I'm really excited, but I feel like the only reason I got the meeting is because I have really big tits. I'm like, maybe it is. Maybe that is the reason.
I want tits.
But that'll get you in the fucking door. And once you're in there, you show them how fucking great you are so you don't ever have to leave that room.
That's right. You put the tit in the door to stop it from closing.
That's it. It's a doorstop.
And then you're like, come on, ladies,
lodge it in the door.
After me.
Everybody pile in.
Yeah. It's just.
Yeah. You know what? Ladies, there's a couple tools we have in our tools box that men don't have. That doesn't mean using them is demeaning. I wouldn't use them personally just because, I don't know. I don't know why. I just wouldn't. Also, if I'm being perfectly honest, if fucking your way to the top, if I thought it actually worked, I would do it. Like if I could fuck someone.
It doesn't work.
There's no guarantee. I'd rather not fuck someone with no guarantee than fuck someone with no guarantee. Like, unless you hand me a $500 million contract for Warner Brothers studio. I don't know how contracts or studios work, but you get what I'm saying. And you're like, this is a guarantee. Sign on the dotted line. This is coming to you. And then you can do comedy shows anytime you want. If you fuck this guy, if I knew it was that much of a fucking guarantee, I would fuck a dude. But it's not. So I'm not.
I don't even know what to say.
You wouldn't, if someone was like,
no.
You fuck this guy for $500 million and you can do movies, you can do TV, you can do whatever you want.
No, I have not fucked people because I was worried later if I fucked them for wanting to fuck them. I have not fucked people I was attracted to because I thought it would be held against me. But that's also like its own form of fucked upness that I have to worry about that. Mm-hmm. That it's like, oh, now I can't just have sex with someone I want to have sex with because God forbid I do something and later someone's like, oh, well, she once 10 years ago had sex with this man who works at a studio.
Yeah, and I agree with all of this. I subscribe to all of that you're saying. I'm just saying if there was this isolated scenario where it was a guarantee, which is never going to happen. I'm talking about some inconceivable.
Also, by the way, there are people who have tried, and then here's the thing. If you want to fuck to get your way in the door, you better have something to bring in the fucking door.
Yeah.
Like,
once you get in there, you better fucking decorate.
Yeah, you can't fuck your way into being talented.
Yeah.
No woman you see making people laugh, it's like, well, she's only up there because she fucked someone.
Yeah.
No, she's funny.
Yeah.
And if you're funny, you don't have to fuck anyone to get stage time. Now more than ever, people want women on their stages. So the idea that that is a thing, this is a completely different fucking rant.
Yeah, this is a whole different rant. But it all kind of comes from the same machine.
The same system that like the idea that women can be treated as objects or that we have to see ourselves as objects. And circling back to men who want to fuck teenagers, by the way, this is what I was saying. I got a little distracted, but if you're a man wanting to fuck a grown-ass man, I'm talking
35 plus.
30 plus.
Okay.
And you want to fuck someone who's 20, 18, 19? How bad do you need someone to see you as cool and smart and like the guy that you have to fucking go to someone who has so much less life experience because women your age can see through your fucking stupid bullshit.
Yep.
Because a woman your age isn't impressed that you have a car? Wow. Oh, do you have a nice car? You have your own apartment? Fuck off.
There's another comic whose head is currently on the chopping block. We'll talk about him another time. Who consistently dates much younger women. And it's that what you're describing.
That it's like, yeah, you have to find someone who is impressed.
You want to find someone who's not going to see through what a fucking phony you are.
You're like a fucking
artist.
child.
Yeah. You never have to grow up. That girl's never going to hold you accountable for anything. Not to say that there are, younger, mature girls, but on the whole, I've been 20. I was an idiot.
Yeah. Same.
I was an idiot maybe till like 2 years ago.
Yeah. I'm still an idiot sometimes.
Yeah, you're for sure. I live with you. You're a moron.
But it's like that you need to be in this position of the one with the power. You need your partner to see you as like so great instead of as a fucking partner, by the way, and equal, which is what a partnership
You want someone to look up to you.
Yeah.
You have a kid. If you want someone to look up to you, be a parent.
Yeah.
Your kids will look up to you. Oh. You want to be a role model to someone? I mean, this person being a parent is the most terrifying thing I've ever heard.
Raise a daughter. How about that? Maybe that'll make you think about the fucking way you treat.
And that's what's crazy to me is some of these fucking creeps, they have kids. They have daughters. They still act like this.
Ugh. It's so gross.
Would you want someone?
I mean, with the amount of men, the fucking guys being like, this is so horrifying when it's like, oh yeah, but you just fucking cheat on your wife left and right. But let's fucking be horrified by our friend who.
Yeah, you're so traumatized.
Yeah, you're. Oh,
1 second, I just gotta text this girl back because I'm actively cheating on my wife.
Yeah, boo hoo. By the way, let me check my DMs.
Yeah.
Fucking. Oh.
Anywho, well, this will probably get us kicked out of comedy.
I don't care.
I mean, it's not like we're even in comedy that much.
Comedy's not even going on. I do want to say this, circling back to the fact that people are highlighting comedians who, I guess they are at the store. They're also on tour. They're everywhere. By the way, they're at any club that they want to be at. Mm-hmm. Is the anyone who is coming under fire isn't exclusively a store comedian.
Yeah.
They may hang out there. I'm not denying that.
But that's only because the Comedy Store is really the only club that you can hang out at.
I mean, yeah, it's a very hangout friendly, comic friendly club. I will say my experience with the staff there and a lot of comedians who you're not hearing about, who you probably have never even fucking heard of, there are a lot of great people at the Comedy Store.
Amazing, amazing people at the Comedy Store.
It bums me out to hear that there are people who have been afraid or anxious about even going to the Comedy Store because my experience has been so welcoming.
Yeah. It's unfortunate because the Comedy Store is a pretty amazing place.
Yeah, and I've had conversations with all kinds of people, and there's lots of great people, and it's hard. It's like it's weird that to learn that a little bit it feels like when you realize that your parents are human instead of superheroes, and you're like, oh, this is upsetting.
Yeah. Oh, my parents both made mistakes.
At a deeper level.
Yeah. This really is.
This is like our home.
We said this yesterday when we were talking. These comics who are getting in trouble, they're basically our coworkers.
Yeah.
And it's not like there were coworkers in an office. We are coworkers in a space that's very family-like. It's a very big community. So it's like, not only is it like a coworker, but it's like a member of our community, a member of our family fucked up real bad.
And that is uncomfortable.
Yeah. And people are like, both Jessica, Michelle, and I felt this pressure to make some sort of statement because that's our home. And it's not on us as women to fix this problem.
No.
Sexism is a system that is not our problem.
I mean,
it is our problem, but it's not our problem to fix.
But it's not, it's fucking men, you need to be accountable. More than that, you need to hold your fucking friends accountable.
Yeah, speak the fuck up,
when
guys.
When a dude you hang out with thinks it's cool to like talk about a woman like she's a fucking piece of meat, to be predatory or just abusive about women, you need to say something.
Yeah.
You need to quit being a fucking bitch is what you're being, by the way, is that you're like, I don't want to. If you think speaking up to your male friends about objectifying women makes you look like a pussy, no, not doing it is a super pussy move.
Yeah. Have some fucking balls.
Yeah. Grow
or do you just hate women that much?
Either way, we'll get you. I'm kidding. We have absolutely no influence, and that may never change.
Please don't cancel us either.
I think I'm going to get a master's in humanities and just become some sort of hopeless speaker.
I'm just going to try and get pregnant.
Godspeed.
All right, bye, guys.